everybody. Welcome. It is so good to see y'all on here. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. And we are excited that you have decided to take on your health journey and join us into a better life. And so we're just here really quick to give you some tips and tricks for success. Let's jump right in because I know everybody's time is precious and I want to get you in and out as soon as possible. So for the first thing that you need to realize is that we're not asking you to go and just clean out the fridge and dump everything out of your pantry and start completely over, okay? Even though your food is fuel, you are going to want to make sure that you've got things like protein and some better changes than maybe going to the drive-through or some, maybe not so alternative bad choices. But we're not asking you to like completely change your diet either. All right. So what you want to do is make sure that you're eating in the vegetable category, in the fruit category, in the protein category, because this will help you sustain and start building better habits into your health journey. And so even though we're not asking you to, go out and do a crazy diet or anything, if you're eating soda or drinking sodas and eating cookies and brownies all day, you're probably not going to see any results. So be mindful of the choices that you are going to make with your food. And as you are progressing and starting to think better about your food choices, we want you to start moving. So we want you to maybe take a 15-minute walk the dog, go outside and play with the kids. And this doesn't have to be going to the gym for hours on end. This could be simply going to the gym one day and getting on the treadmill. It could be going the next day and maybe lifting a few weights. We need to make sure that this fits into your schedule and what is comfortable for you. I'm not going out there and running a 5K tomorrow. Not going to lie. Okay. And nobody's asking you to either. So we were going to make sure that you are moving so that everything is flowing and everything is starting to go through your system by moving. Okay. Your body was designed to move. You've got muscle. And so we want your body to start burning those fats and building muscle. And because you're here, that means you realized there is something missing. I'm a high school culinary arts teacher, and so I tell my students all the time, our food is not the way, like today, the way it was 50 years ago. Our food has progressively changed over the years, and we in this country have a very fast-paced life. So all of our food has been turned over into convenience, it's turned into quick, and it's turned into not as nutritious because of fertilizers, because of toxins, because our soil has been depleted. So we're actually not getting all the nutrients we need in our food. And because of this depletion, that's why you're here with the supplements. Supplements need to come alongside. That means they are here to help you. Now, that doesn't mean you can out-supplement a bad diet, okay, but it is going to fill in the gaps, and it's going to take whatever you're missing from those foods and build that back into your body because you are missing just a few of those supplements. And when you do this, you're going to see your blood sugar level out and balance. You're going to see the digestive issues clear up, which it did for me. And it's going to reduce that bloating and that inflammation, and it's going to support you in a better walk of life. And so as you are progressing through this, take what is manageable for you. Okay. I don't need you to go out to the gym 5 days a week and hammer for 4 hours. And I don't need you to wake up at like 3 a.m. and go to the gym. Okay. You're never going to see me waking up at 5 a.m. and going to the gym. I'm sorry, not doing that. Okay. But we want to find what works for you. And so talk to your sponsor, the friend that signed you up, and you're here to ask questions. They love to answer what is going to work best for you and your lifestyle. So build on something small. Maybe it's going for a 15-minute walk in the morning, and then maybe after a few weeks, we add in a 15-minute walk after dinner. And so now you're walking 30 minutes, whereas before you were just walking 15 minutes. And we're going to make that fit into your lifestyle. Maybe going to the gym doesn't work for you. So we're going to maybe try some yoga poses at home, something that is going to fit you and your lifestyle so that we can start gradually building on that so that you can start seeing more success. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. So if you started out with the triplex, and usually that's where I like to start everybody. And even if you do have a specified program that we started or combo that we started you on, that's okay. More than likely, you do have our pink drink. And so some people find that it's better to take that in the morning before lunch because it is going to balance out your blood sugar. It's going to curb your sugar cravings, and it's going to start supporting your hormones and work together with the other two supplements called BioCleanse and ProBio5. But if you forget to take it before lunch, it's okay to take it in the afternoon. Maybe it works better for you to take it before dinner. And that is totally fine because we want to make sure that you get these products. They never do you any good if they just sit on the shelf and look pretty. And they do look pretty, don't get me wrong. Okay. But they don't do you any good if they stay there. So we want to make sure that you get them. I have been so busy sometimes that I have gotten all the way through school. I've gotten all the way through home and taking care of my chickens and my animals and feeding my husband. And then I get to bed and I'm like, I never even stopped and took my pink drink. Guess what? I took it right then, right before bed. And it's okay. Okay. We just want to make sure that you get it because getting that in your body is what's going to be the best for you. And you can start benefiting from everything that's in them. The BioCleanse and the ProBio5, sometimes you can take those in the morning as we start finding out what your best fit is. Some people are really good about after breakfast. They're like, okay, after breakfast, my routine is taking my supplements and then I'm good for the day. Others, they're like, don't give me more than one routine. I'm going to take them at bedtime and be done. And that's where I take them. I take the BioCleanse and the ProBio5 at night. We want to find what works for you. So talk to your sponsor. Make sure that you're in constant communication so that we find what works for your schedule and what works for your body. Every body is different, which means you might need a little more help in some areas as your body is starting to regulate out. And so you might need a BioCleanse in the morning and then another one at nighttime. I had to do that for a while as my digestive system was starting to figure itself out. And so we want to make sure that we are finding the best fit for you in your routine, but also the best fit of when you're going to start seeing those results. And maybe you came in on the Simplicity set. I love, and I found this by listening to a few other people that were taking this before I started it, that if you take the Restore and the Hunger Control together, I love it cold, but if you put those two together, I love those two cold is what I'm saying. So those two, if you put those two together, take your balance, you're done one time a day. And taking that about an hour before dinner helps you feel full. It helps you balance out that blood sugar so you're not taking any kind of crash. Your body is going, oh, okay, I can start using other things for fuel, and then you can eat your protein for dinner, and you're not going to be hungry after for the rest of the evening. Okay, so sometimes people like to take the Restore as an herbal tea. So maybe it's a great way to unwind. So you can take your balance and your hunger control 30 minutes before dinner, 30 minutes before lunch, whichever fits into your schedule. And then maybe you like to unwind with a nice soothing cup of hot tea in that Restore. And maybe that works for you. That's great. I love being able to get it down one time, be over for the day, and it tastes so good together cold. But maybe the hot herbal tea works for you. That's okay. So just be in constant communication with your sponsor. They're going to love being able to find what helps balance you out and what works best for you. But as we go through this, don't expect those changes to happen overnight. This is not a quick fix. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Your body could have taken months, weeks, years even to put on all these bad habits, all these toxin, all this extra yeast and things in the gut that has made you feel like crud. And so it's going to take you time. That's why we say at least give it 60 to 90 days, because natural healing, you're going to see some adjustments going on at the beginning. So the first month is just your body going, wait, what? Okay. And you're going to kind of give him a culture shock, right? All right. And then as you start being consistent, as you show up every day, as you love on yourself because you deserve to be healthy and you deserve the best version of you and you deserve that sleep. All right. As you start seeing your month 2 roll in, you're going to see some changes come in with that. And by month 3, you might just wake up one day and you're like, dude, I felt so amazing. I actually slept through the night. I didn't wake up. And so you might even just start seeing these little things, and that could be the turning point for you where you realize these really are working. But if you had quit on day 2, you would have never allowed your body to go through that, and you would have never seen those changes. So you might, as you start going through that month 1 and 2, see and experience some things, what we call detox. Your body is designed to take care of you, and it's going to fight. All right. So you might experience a little bit of nausea, a little bit of fatigue. You might see even some fevers or coldness going on, some different things as your body is releasing those toxins. It might just go, whoa, what is going on? And it might just have its own little meltdown. It's okay. Trust the process. We're here for you. Be in constant communication with your sponsor, because we want to know if there's something additional we can help you through. Like just adding a little bit of fresh lemon to your water, that can help, especially drinking that first thing in the morning when you wake up. That helps balance out the gut. Even going for a hot bath with some Epsom salt, some bubbles, be like, hey, honey, you got the kids tonight. Does anybody else need an excuse to go for a bubble bath? Hello, here it is, right? So we want to make sure that you take care of you, but know that this is completely normal. Your body may not experience any of these, and that's okay. And your body may go through some of these things, and that's okay, because we want to make sure that as you progress, these things will clear themselves out as your body is releasing those toxins, as it's getting rid of that extra candida yeast. And so make sure you're getting plenty of rest, take a nap, go to bed early, whatever you need to do to get yourself through that last little hump into feeling better. And you should be drinking plenty of water as you do this. So you should be drinking at least half your body weight in water in ounces. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you would be drinking 50 ounces in water, and then do the math from there. Okay. So we want to make sure that you have commitment for the next 90 days at least. Okay. As it builds on these healthy habits, and it'll get easier over time. Commit to being consistent. You'll never see results. A person that goes to the gym once every 3 months is not going to see the same results as somebody that goes 3 times a week consistently for the same amount of time, building those muscles, building that repetition, and getting stronger. All right. So make sure that you're in this for the long haul, because we are here to support you. We are here to love on you, and we are here to help you see those changes. We have lots of different challenge groups. We have different community chats. All of the people that I've met here have been the most amazing encouragers, the most amazing supporters. All I have to do is get into a chat and ask questions, and there is somebody right there to either help me through it or answer my questions. And so we want the same for you. So contact the sponsor that signed you up and ask them which group you can be plugged into, so that you're always getting that support and the encouragement that you need. And then there's just so much love and joy to go around. And I've just met just some of the most amazing people. I kind of fangirl every time. I had a couple of people on my team comment on one of my posts the other day, and I just started fangirling. I was like, oh my word, they know my name. And like, they're just these popular people, and like, they're the sweetest people, but they know who I am. And I just started fangirling, y'all. And it's so cool. And I just love them. They're the sweetest, and they want to be here. They're your biggest cheerleaders, and they want to help you and see you succeed, because we've all been there. And so when you signed up, you may have noticed that when you were going through your sign up process, there was a part where it said my referral link, and you put in your first and last name. And what that does is when people start noticing the change, and they will, and you start going, it's just this little drink, and it's pink, and it's really delicious. And they're going to go, whoa, whoa, that's it? And you're like, well, yeah, I take like a couple of these supplements, and I do this and whatever. And they're going, okay, and you're getting all of these benefits from that. And you're just going, yeah, that's pretty much all I do. And I, work out, and I eat better, and I'm sleeping better. And they're going to go, sign me up. What do I need to do? Because they see the changes in you, and you're starting to get excited about how much this has helped you. You can actually get compensated for that. And so if you take a look at the graphic there, you can see that even if you just bring your bestie or your mom or your cousin or your husband, and you just join them up, you can actually start getting some commission off of that, and some bonus and even holiday cash going on right now for this month, because who doesn't need extra Christmas spending money, right? And by doing that, you'll be able to start seeing some money that maybe offset some expenses for you yourself personally. And then we would love to talk to you more about how you can actually make this into a business where you can be sharing with other people how they can change their lives too. And we would love to help you do that. So make sure that you talk to your sponsor, because we want to talk more about that with you one-on-one. And if you are not plugged into this community, ask your sponsor how you can, because we are all here for you. We are all here to encourage you and support you. And we're so glad you're here. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys.